Welcome back to XFC and our journey to the Champions League, and hopefully that will be much quicker than it appears right now, because as you can see from our standing on the table, very slow start to the season. Very slow start, not looking good. Somehow not in last place. I don't know how. But yeah, just to look at the fixtures, came out with one draw, and that was a very, very painful game, actually. There you go. Penalty in the 91st minute to turn that into a draw from a win. We've had a little bit of bad luck and a little bit of we're not very good. That would be some bad luck right there, a penalty. That penalty actually happened where VAR would have had a look at it in higher divisions. It was right on the edge of the penalty box after a corner, and it was given a penalty. This game before, we had a 1-1 draw all the way until the 81st minute, and then the very next game after we gave away a penalty, we gave away another penalty in the 80th minute. But yeah, we were having a difficult time scoring outside of Carl. Carl knows what he's doing. No one else does. He's got 4 goals. It's not crazy good goal scorer, but he's obviously a really good player for this division. So yeah. Anyways, he is a good player for both national sides. So hopefully we can keep him for a while and go from there. But he's playing pretty well. Alfie Payne, okay, with a couple of assists. Matty Johnson, our captain. So those are the 3 guys that we started out the season kind of knowing what was coming. So coming from them. We definitely have a lot of work to do. And we're going to start with the FA Cup game today against Kingstonian. Kingstonian being a semi-professional club from down in the lower tiers, even below us. So hopefully that's something that can get us back on the right track. Our dynamics are awful. And that's because of a lot of things. It's because of bringing in a lot of players. It's because of not winning a lot of games and not being very good. So all it takes is a win or 2 or 3 to turn these numbers around, and let's hope that we can do that. We have continued to bring players in on trial over and over, and to sign some of them, and we are I've tweaked the tactics a little bit. I created a second tactic. We have a funky little asymmetric thing that we're going with right now, just trying to. We don't have very many good players. I'm trying to get our best players on the field in their best position as often as I can. Maybe look to bring in this guy for a 5'11" target guy. I would like a 6'2", 6'3" target guy that would come in and just nod the ball down. But he's somewhat scored some goals in the past, so I don't know. We'll see. We will look at that when we get closer to it. But I wanted to show you a little bit of who has come in. Yeah, here we go. That's our signings. That we've had. Not very many that we've gone. I think since the last time we joined, I think I've signed Jazz Wallace. I think we had Walker before. In the last video, we signed Jazz Wallace, who looks to be fairly decent. I mean, he's a Van Rameshouse standard player. That's a win for us. Who is really kind of a shadow striking cam. It's making me consider going to some sort of a 4-2-3-1 or something where we do have a cam position. And yeah, that's kind of why I've tweaked what we have right now to be kind of asymmetric, to throw him up there and see if that makes a difference. I think our 3 strongest positions outside of our striker is we have a good cam and a couple good solid center mids. So trying to get all 3 of them on the field at the same time seems wise. So we may do that here soon. I've also created a tactic that is a direct counter-attacking tactic, and it seems to help us out defensively, but it still just does not create very many scoring opportunities. So Anthony Straker also came in, another left back. I think he's our 3rd really left back option, but he gives us option. He's a left back and also a left winger, and as a 32-year-old, he had a little bit of experience at this level and very recently. So it seemed like a wise move to bring somebody in that you can't really trust your scouts all that much, nor your coaches all that much on their really low judging player ability at this level. So you can look sometimes at their stats like that and see maybe that's someone I should bring him just based off of his record. So Jazz Wallace Anthony Straker. Josh Thomas I brought in simply for his positional ability. We don't have another right back, and he is someone else who can play right back and do so fairly well. He is also a Veteran MLS League South player, and we also didn't have a true backup center back. Our only backup center back was our starting right back. So this gives us somebody that gives us some flexibility. We only have 5 bench positions, and so that gives us a body who's decent that can play in multiple places. And so very glad that he's come in. He's going to be an integral part, I'm sure of it, just because of how versatile he can be and fit in multiple different roles for us. And so those are the 3 that we've brought in. We are basically out of money, so I've taken some chances on some loans, just kind of looking at where they are. None of them are great, but they will help a little bit. Callum Ebanks gives us another striking option, who's a poacher with 12 finishing. 12 finishing being the highest on the team right now. So I may end up trying to find a system that has him and Carl up top, Akinwande, and see if maybe that's something. Akinwande's really struggled to create chances for himself up there, or having others create chances for him. However, when he's gotten one-on-ones or good through balls put into him, he has been able to finish more often than not. And so maybe having 2 people up there just means that they can't just take 2 center backs and stick on Carl, and it gives maybe him some one-on-one opportunities. And at this level, I think he'll be able to exploit some people. But yeah, an okay acceleration. Not super fast, but he can actually finish, and he can head the ball a little bit at 6'1". So we'll see what happens there. All these loans, I made sure to give myself the option to be able to cancel. I can cancel the loan anytime that I would like. So yeah, that's one of the things that I tried to really make sure on. That it was a loan that I could terminate if they did not fit or whatever. Brought in Dan Bradshaw just because he was the right back that was available on loan. He ended up not being very good, so he will be not in the team unless we have some injuries at right back, which, you know, is absolutely possible at this level. Fairly athletic, he just can't. Very low technical ability, so hopefully you don't see much of him. And then I brought in one more striker, Lewis Hornhanes, and I'm going to keep him on the bench a lot as well, similar to who was it, Josh Thomas. Just because he can fill multiple of these positions here, and really hoping that comes into play. So anyways, we have a cup game today versus Kingstonian from the division below us. This is what we're going to run out there. We're going to run Straker, Pennell, Cooper, Balogun across the back, with Johnson still in goal. Matt Johnson as our captain and ball-winning midfielder at CDM, and then we're going to have Payne and Wallace in the midfield at a couple different roles here. Sadie out wide on the right. Instead of having a left winger, we've moved Ebanks in to be that second striker on the left side, coming off just kind of as a poacher on that side as opposed to an inside forward. And then Carl Akinwande up top. And so we'll see if this works. I'm going to go with more of our offensive formation to see if we can have some goals that'll pop up out of this. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Give some guys some numbers. 10 and 11. Hey, you know what? I hope you guys play good enough to. That's a 10 and 11 for sure. And we're gonna head off that way. Kingstonian, hopefully does not have anywhere near the quality that we have, and we don't have the quality of the really most of the league that we're in. So hopefully we can get a win, and off the back of this, we can look a little better for the next few games. Have a little morale boost. Our team is definitely coming along as far as conditioning goes and getting a lot better shape, and so that's been a little bit better. And hopefully we'll see some positive results from that. Hopefully that bad luck turns a little bit and we stop giving up goals late towards the end of games as well. So they put the ball in the middle. That's starting to scare me a lot. We've had multiple penalties. I think it's 3 penalties we've given away in the last maybe 4 games. And so when they throw the ball in like that, I get pretty worried about that. But they work the ball really well. Our defense is still very poor. And I don't know. We will see. We will see. Ball comes all the way out to Matt Johnson. Over to Alfie Payne, back to Matt Johnson. Wallace, I've gone a little more direct, a little less expressive, trying to get the ball in good positions regardless. Akinwande puts the ball on target, and clearly Ebanks didn't like it, throws his hands in the air like he just didn't care. So yeah, hopefully we can make a cup run here. FA Cup being a massive deal to clubs in this division. We are maxed out on our wage budget right now, and no transfer budget to speak of either. So yeah, we're gonna have to rely on maybe trying to bring in a couple loans if our scouts can find something that would be helpful. But this looks like what we got right now. So we're a long ways away from being able to get out of this division or out of these playoffs, and that's a great save. But every time I go to this formation, we really struggle letting balls through the middle like that. So I think I'm just gonna have to play with a lower back line than I want to. I just don't think we have the ability to do what I would like to do there. So I'm a little disappointed that the chances seem to be coming few and far between for us, and lots of opportunities for the K's here. Yeah, I don't like Kingstonian is definitely kind of taking it to us right now. Let's give a little shout of encouragement, see if we can up the morale a little bit. I do think we have a little better quality probably for in the final third if we can get the ball. We can get a good opportunity, a good chance, especially for Akinwande. We can put one away, and I wouldn't even mind going back into our defensive formation. So we'll see. Johnson with another save. But cup runs are huge. Cup runs in English football are really where a lot of money is made for these lower teams. You see in the crowd right now, that's a fairly decent sized crowd for from on their side, that for this level, and it's because it's a cup game. It's a big deal, and the farther you go in the cup, the more money is available there, because you split the gate receipts. So if you can, if we could get drawn to play, win a game or two and get drawn to play somebody that's got a larger stadium, somebody that's got a larger history, even if they're in League One or Championship, something like that, there's really enough money to be made there that can really make a huge difference. You can reinvest, and yeah, pretty poor half there. As the last video proved, we are not very good right now. So yeah, let's see what happens. There will be some changes that will be made here soon. We have very high. We're grading out very highly for what we've done at this point in the season. 3 guys in the green, which is not normal, but we're giving up significantly more chances than we're taking. So right now we're a one-man show. It is try to get Carl in the box with a shot. That's what we're doing, and that's not been very successful. So this is we're outnumbered here big time. This is a problem, but thank goodness for that shot. Yeah, issues on the horizon, but hopefully a goal or two. I don't mind playing in a counter-attacking type of game for extended period of time. They're playing in a standard 4-4-2. You know what? I may even go somewhat of a standard 4-4-2. That may be a good way to play classic, just kind of hoof the ball up the field. I may even go 4-2-2, which I think is called a 4-2-4 on here, but there are options. This is clearly not working well, though. So let's bring Ebanks back. Bring in an actual left winger and see what happens there. Actually, let's move him over. He can play left wing and play it decently well. Come back to our guys who are learning to play together and doing so very slowly, because you can only train about twice a week. But see if going a little more standard gives us some more security in midfield and at the back. But it looks like immediately they're still still on the front foot, and we are not. Man, this is a problem. When you're playing lower division teams, I'm a little stunned by this. If I'm honest with you, we've played okay in some games for 75 minutes or so. This is pretty poor. So hopefully I would be okay just taking a goal, stealing it. Winning a game that we didn't deserve to win is fine with me. My feelings won't be hurt. I can one day in some space here, but they're getting back and they're getting back early. Good ball. Really good ball to Sadie. Takes the shot. Blocked. Puts the ball back in for Akinwande to the middle. Akinwande has done well there twice. Really well. Got to keep trying to find him in space. I may end up actually moving him out of striker and moving him into a attacking. Oh, Alfie Payne with the stealing of this game, hopefully. What a great left-footed strike. Oh, what a shot. That you can't do it any better than that. I love it. I love it. When we joined this club, they said Alfie Payne's our guy. They said he's your number one. He's the guy you should build around. And I'm seeing it now. I'm starting to see it. Trying to decide what I want to do here. Maybe Straker off, Dan Walker on, shore up the back a little bit. He's a little more defensive. Balogun gets the ball into Sadie. Sadie's going to go back to Balogun. Across to Krasniqi. Matty Johnson to Alfie Payne. To Sadie. Through the middle to Krasniqi. Hey, I'll take it. That's a goalkeeper mistake, but that was a good passage of play. Way to work the ball around. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. We have come storming on since I've gone back to a more symmetrical standard formation. So I think that's a sign that I should stick with the the more symmetrical. Keep the 3 men in the midfield. But maybe we don't go with wingers. Our wingers are not great. Maybe we have a formation where we just play more through the middle and stick. If we're gonna go vertical tiki-taka, we'll do so without wingers. I don't hate that idea. Akinwande runs and gets onto the end of it. Cook was in good position though. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing if this can boost our morale a little bit. If we can get a little more solid in some of the things that we're doing. Let's take Balogun off and put on. Where'd he go? We have another guy. What's his name? Okay, just kidding. Maybe I didn't throw him on the bench. Maybe he's not here yet. That's possible too. I thought I signed. Let's see. I thought I had signed another right back. Where's our other right back guy? He's not. Okay then. I must have not put him on the bench. That's a mistake on my part. Can't think of the guy's name now. We just looked at Thomas, I believe. Jack Thomas, something like that. Who plays right back, center back, CDM and midfield. And so I need to make sure he's on the bench at all times if he's healthy. He'll be huge for us just to be able to be the standard of this division and be able to play so many spots. So, done well so far. I'm going to go back to our direct counterattack. And see what's up with this. See if we can just hold on to the lead. Johnson's had a good game in goal. Alfie Payne obviously with 8.3 coming in man of the match. It looks like to this point. Let's just hold on. It's like I said, we've given away some games here at the end, and I haven't liked that. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Krasniqi, good ball in, great ball in. Akinwande does decently there, but that was excellent movement. As soon as I talk about not playing with wingers, Sadie comes up with a great play. Really good cross. Uh-oh. Have we just red carded ourselves? Perfect. This is a great start. Great start, guys. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see. What are we doing here? What are we going to do? We're going to have to go... Let's see. What is our other options here? Balogun, obviously. Oh, maybe we move Balogun in. I'd rather play somebody uncomfortably at right back than I would play somebody uncomfortably at center back. Let's go Sadie all the way down. And then bring in somebody right back for him. And we'll just not play as anybody on this right side of the field. Davidson, who is a left back. Yeah, Walker can only play left. Davidson, I'm pretty sure, can only play left, but he can play a little bit of everywhere. It seems like a solid move there. We'll just put him on we'll just put him at a full back on defend, so he's not having to work too hard there. Man, I don't like this. What does Balogun play as center back? Well, center back with cover, and I'm actually okay with that. I don't dislike that. A little more athletic. Not super athletic, but a little bit more. And maybe that's all I really need to do. Maybe I just need to take one of those center backs that I have and set them on cover for the foreseeable future to see if that stops some of those runs in behind from our more pushed high formation. And Alfie Payne comes in. Corey Davidson with a header. Pretty sure he is a tiny little guy and he just got a header. That is absolutely massive. That's a big deal. That is a big deal. 3-0 makes it comfortable. The game is out of reach. I'm really curious on Davidson now, on his height, and I'm going to go look at that in a second. We're going to pull another one. Alfie Payne has been just absolutely brilliant from set pieces today. Absolutely brilliant. So let's keep that up. I thought about really trying to play for set pieces and go more that way because of how poor our open play goal scoring has been. But or really chance creation or goal scoring has been okay from the few chances we're creating. But the problem with going and playing for more set pieces is that I don't have that guy who is really... I don't have a couple 6'2", 6'3" guys that I can aim at in the middle. The center backs that we have, I think, are 6'1" and 6'2", which is only average, I think, for this. So let's outstretch arms. Great win. Inspired and motivated. Let's keep that morale up. Get a little happier. You always play better when you're happy. You know, I always play better when I'm happy. So there's a FA Cup second win. Let me see if I can look and find out when the draw is going to be for the next game. Does it say? It does not say on here. Let's look. Let's see if it has rules. See if it has when the draw is going to be. Second round, third round. The draw date is December the 6th. Wow. Wait, no. I'm in the wrong place. That's third round, not third qualifying round. My bad. So the 20th, we will have a draw here coming up in 2 days. So we'll get that, and then we'll also play our next game. Cooper suspended for match. Glad I brought in who I brought in to oh, you can demote to the under 23 squad for red cards and for discipline type things. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, I mean, 2 yellow cards. I'm not too fussed about it right now. Alfie Payne with a 9-5. I'm going to praise him. Let's get that. Yeah, let's get that morale. Oh, he's happy right now. How does the team look morale-wise? Better. That's good. That's good to see. Very good to see. Okay, scouting updates. Yeah, well, I'm going to go away and go ahead and grab us through, get us to the next game here against who are we playing? Eastbourne I can't even speak. Eastbourne Borough, and we'll play them here soon. I'll see you then. Well, guys, here we go. It's the draw for the third qualifying rounds made today. It's our goal to get into the FA Cup proper, the actual first round. So 95 teams in the hat. Yeah, let's see if we can go all the way until we get pulled up. We're just well, there it is right there. We are playing Carl Shelton. There you go. Also from the same league we just played a guy from 1905, and we're down there. So interesting. They've made it up to our league and previously, but it's been a while. They've been close. They've been pretty decent down below us the last few years. So that's who we'll be playing coming up on. I'm not sure. Let's draw all the teams. Let's see if it gives me a date. I'm pretty happy with that draw. We are the away team, but October 2nd. So yeah, we got that coming up soon. All right, guys, we're back for this game before we play Eastbourne Borough. And yeah, here we go. Going with Johnson in goal, only goalkeeper of the team. Straker, Pennell, Thomas, Balogun across the back. Actually, I think I'm gonna switch this out for Dan Walker here at the back. Yeah, he played well once he came in last game. It's the only center back. We are really struggling. We have Walker, Davidson, who can play left back, Straker, who can play a little left back as well. But outside of that, we are really struggling with defenders, especially with we're down Cooper with the red card. So we get Cooper back, we have a little more flexibility there, as well as Bradshaw, who can play right back. But Matt Johnson, Payne, Krasnicki in the middle played really well in the second half last game. Wallace is coming outside on the left. He played over here in the middle last time. We moved him to the side, and he seemed to do all right out there. Can play it fairly well. May actually, yeah, we'll just leave him as is. Horn Hayes on the right as an attacking winger, his debut, and Carl up top. See what happens. Josh Thomas gets the number. He's down on the bench and also playing with a cover role. It's also something he wanted to do, which is good for me. Let's carry out from your last performance. I agree. They played really well second half. Akinwande was happy about it. Looked motivated. So here we go. This could be a big one. Eastbourne Borough, whatever their name was. They are they're 18th in the league. So a win sees us move ahead of them and multiple people. So even though we're playing on the road, this could be a big one for our confidence and our standing in the league. This first season is going to be a battle. That is really, really well worked, and luckily that pass was a little heavy there. Yeah, Eastbourne Borough. Eastbourne Borough. I don't know how you say it. If you're from there, why don't you let me know, or wherever that is. Sounds awesome. Yeah, we trying to get the ball up to Akinwande out the. We've come back, recycled out the Wallace. Good cross in. Akinwande on it, off the crossbar. Great play. I like it. Wallace is supposed to be an inside forward there, but he takes it outside and goes. But look, this is multiple. Oh, great block. Multiple attacking moves. Multiple highlights from our side. So Payne puts it in. He's put in some really, really good stuff from set pieces. Even though we don't have the tallest of guys, maybe we should focus on playing for that a little bit more, just because his quality of ball is. We may score goals just off of that. Trying to close Kindle down, he just wails it over the top. I'm okay with that. That's not nearly as good of a chance as the last couple we've had. So Billy Johnson out to Pennell, down to Walker. How far is Walker willing to go? Down the sideline, does well, gets it to Wallace. Back to Alfie. Alfie looks like he knows what he's doing. He looks confident in midfield. That's good. He's that's well done by Akinwande. We need a better finish from out there for sure. An absolute better finish. And Alfie Anderson may end up coming in and being that guy who plays in on the right. That is frustrating. Whelpdale with the goal, and I think that was fairly well defended in the middle there. A good header over. Whoever had him just lost sight of him once the ball was headed out of the middle. That's unfortunate. That's against the run of play. They are the home team, so let's see if we can find a way to steal one back. Going through the middle again. That really is still killing us. absolutely still is killing us. If I go to more of a play through the middle style, I will drop the back line back a little bit, just because, man, that's another good chance from them for a corner. Just because I think that gives me the ability, so I can drop the back down a little bit and still keep a lot of bodies in midfield. So they're putting us under a lot of pressure, putting lots of balls in, maybe playing some sort of wing play type deal. But Akinwande gets up there and heads the ball to absolutely no one. I don't know what the point of this was. That's rough. Yeah, if you have any suggestions, right, that's poor from goalkeeper. That's very poor from our goalkeeper. I feel like we've played fairly well in this game, and the last 10 minutes or so have had a combination of being unfortunate and maybe taking the foot off the gas a little bit. Alfie Payne with another just absolute wonder goal from the free kick. The last 2 games, Alfie Payne has been our MVP out of nowhere, and I absolutely love it because Akinwande needed some help, and he has not done much the last 2 games. If I'm playing against us, I would assume the other teams are looking at Akinwande and saying that's the guy we got to stop, and that's what I would do. And so I think that's come through. That gives us a little bit of momentum. Let's do I don't know if, yeah, let's do that. Let's get on their case a little bit. That's a rough half. Not very well done. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So hopefully we can recycle the ball a little bit. I think I need to really get one of these Wallace or that could be a problem there. Krasniqi goes in injured. What's the injury look like? Potential foot injury. That could be a problem. He's, I think, played fairly well recently. Should I go? Let's do this. Let's go Wallace there, and Wallace plays as something advanced. He likes to go attacking. We'll go advance with attack, even though Payne is playing in that role. Maybe I make maybe Payne can play a little more box to box. He doesn't have a lot of stamina for that. I do have an injured player on the field. I have made mistakes. What is going on? I have never seen that before. That was cool. Let's go to Alfie Anderson. Definitely outside out here. Is it this side he can play, or is it the other side he can play? Alfie Anderson is not on the bench. Second game in a row I have made mistakes. Straker down the side, Davison down the side, Sadie down the side. Let's go Sadie. He scored goals from out here before. Keeps that inverted winger on support. Payne is going to go a little more box to box is what we're going to go for here. I think. We'll see what happens. Hopefully that's not too bad of an injury. Injuries are absolutely devastating for us at this league. We just don't have depth. I only have I'm playing 11 players at all times, obviously, and we don't have 11 good players. That's pretty rough on the back line there. That's not good at all. I don't know who that was. Was that left back? Who kept him on sides there? Which one was it? It was Pennell, right? Yeah, he came way back. That's pretty poor from the goalkeeper. That's rough. Well, guys, this is bad. Very poor game. The team that we should have a chance to play with, and have been completely and totally outclassed. Had a little bit of momentum, had the morale going positive direction, so I don't think that's what you can blame it on. And we just can't cover anybody. Defense has been absolutely poor. Interesting. I don't know where the best move is. Thomas on his debut having a rough game. Hayes on his debut having a rough game. we'll put in Ebanks and switch those two around. Let Akinwande play an inside forward on attack. That may be something we do. Maybe from in the future, that may be the best way to get 2 goal scorers on the field is to take Akinwande and put him as an inside forward on attack on that side. We're pretty weak on that side in terms of options, and so maybe that's the best way to get him involved. Be able to come from a deeper spot, come from a little farther outside, and not have to be the guy up in the middle that has all the attention. But that's got to stop. That I think we have learned that something different has to happen. This back line being pushed to where they are has been a problem all year long. I don't know if it's necessarily because of the tactic or because the guys are so poor, but I think that we have to adjust the tactic either way. Whether it's a tactical issue or it's because of their talent level, I think you have to adjust that tactic either way to make sure that their talent level comes into play less often. So that's what we're gonna have to do. Here they're coming at us again. Pretty weak cross in, sitting on attacking. I would be more surprised if we score the next goal than I would be if they do. And they have nothing to lose. So good ball over the top, but he looks offsides to me, and is offside. So I mean, Ebanks can finish, so maybe we go for that. Put him up top and have Akinwande come off the edge. There he is. Back to Thomas, and immediately makes a run to the up top, which I like. I do like that, and he can kind of come out there. There he is. Gets the ball in the middle to Ebanks. Not the greatest cross in the world, but not in a great crossing position necessarily. So, yeah, this is we're not very good. We're not very good, but you know what? You guys got to see a win today, which is the first win of the season, and we're giving away penalties too. Does he get sent off? Is that a second yellow card? It is not. I would rather give up a goal than I would have him have a second yellow card here, because we just don't have the players for that. By the way, we're yet to save a penalty, and that's the first penalty this year that has been taken against us that was not hit straight down the middle. Our first 2 penalties were hit straight down the middle, and our goalkeeper stayed straight down the middle and still didn't save it. So, yeah, that's a poor start, and I believe this game gives you a good idea of where we stand in relation to the rest of the league. I'm gonna have to have a tactical think about this. I'm gonna have to have a come to Jesus moment with the team and see what we can do. This is pretty poor performance, and by all intents and purposes, we should not necessarily be winning this game, but we should be playing better at this point in the season than we have before. But yeah, semi-professional team, and this is sometimes what comes with it. A lack of full-time talent is what our biggest issue is. So, by the way, I did ask the board if we could be a full-time team, and they said no. And you got to assume that's always going to happen. But words aren't enough. I'm just going to say I don't. That's pretty rough. I'm going to say I don't like what I just saw. Couple guys seem motivated, but all right, guys, that's going to do it for today. Hopefully you will join next week, as we went for, and Chelmsford figured out a way to win a game as well versus someone, Dulwich, which is a fairly decent team. So yeah, we need to find a way to nick a win or two and move up the table. Hopefully next time you see me, I will be somewhere around here in the table, and we'll come back for probably the FA Cup match. Let me just take a quick look. Now the next match is the FA Cup match, so but that's against somebody further down. We'll come back for hopefully we win that, and we'll come back for the next FA Cup and another game down in here. And then we'll see how that goes. But that's going to do it for today. Hope you guys are having a good one. thoughts and prayers up to our team. You know what I mean? Thoughts and prayers up. I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe and like if you wouldn't mind, and love to see you here tomorrow. See you guys.